Hi guys, and welcome to some more MXGP2 action on the PS4. Going to be racing here in Mexico, Leon, and I'm going to be trying the first person viewpoint. So on the off, we're going to hold the clutch in, lean forward, and as you can see there, it switched to the first person viewpoint and we couldn't see the traps, so we didn't quite know when the traps went down. So that's the first disadvantage of using the first person viewpoint. So where are we? We're in 10th place now on a 3-lap race. I'm riding the Suzuki RM Z450WS in the Rockstar Energy livery. Not that you can see very much of it, of course. So trying to get up here into 9th place on the jump. And this tricky right-hander 90-degree turn. Managed to get 9th place there. Oh, almost going off the track, but keeping it together. But look at that. Lose out on the 9th place there. Got to try and recompose myself here and get that place back. Coming around this nice sweeping left turn, leaning in so you can get the tighter turn. Very satisfying. And again another left turn here. You can lean in and over the jump, leaning back. So my first impressions of the first person viewpoint, probably not quite as good as I was expecting. Actually, I feel it lacks the sort of excitement. You know, I think it needs to have a bit more of a sort of shaky screen effect so you get that sort of sense of speed and danger, and the sense that you're actually riding on this sort of dirt surface that's you know, very bumpy and rough. And I don't feel like you quite get that with this very sort of smooth looking gameplay camera. So still in the first lap then on this tabletop jump. Tricky left-hander here. Just having a little look behind me there as I lose out on the 6th place, crossing the finish line then to start the second lap, and I regain 5th place then. So all pretty bunched up at the front then. Some pretty good intense action. As I overtake the 5th place rider again, having a go, looking to get into 3rd place. Not quite managing it there on the outside here. And again looking very bunched up at the front there. So I try my best to get into 3rd place, but again not quite managing it. Biding my time, waiting for the AI riders to make mistakes over this big jump then. And one thing I forgot to mention on the first video was when you're in the air you can actually dictate the nose of your bike. You can either send it upwards or downwards by using either the accelerator or the rear brakes. So that's handy to know. Making 3rd place now, trying to get 2nd place on the outside, very close, just managing it there, and now chasing down the leader, and losing out there on the 2nd place again. So you know, this course not as exciting as the Glen Helen USA course, but you know, it's certainly one that's a little bit easier, but it's certainly good for trying out the first person viewpoint, because it is a lot harder than using the 3rd person viewpoint. As I take the lead, you know, you just don't get the awareness of your surroundings in this viewpoint. It makes it more exciting and tense, but yeah, it certainly cranks up the difficulty because you just don't know what's around you. I'm using my rear view button there just to see how close they are to me, but sometimes they're right up alongside you, you know, on your left or on your right, and you just can't see them. But yeah, it certainly does make the action a little bit more exciting. As I start the 3rd lap then, coming round this left-hander, leaning in all the way through here, and again just having a little look there. I've got a reasonable lead, I say 1 or 2 seconds, and cutting the track then, just about managing to stay on. Some very tricky sections here in Leon, but you know, you just got to make sure you get your lines right and you should be okay. Getting a big jump there, leaning back. So we're they're closing in on me now. I'm still in 1st place, but I'm being chased down, put under pressure. There's about 3 riders behind me, all very in close proximity, and just sort of trying my best to stay ahead here, leaning back on the little bumps as the fastest way across. And again, a tricky right-hander here. You've really got to be careful. You've got to make sure you get the bike placed in the right position, otherwise you could easily go off the track and force a reset, and then before you know it, you know, you're down in 5th place and you're struggling to make up the places. Big jump again here, leaning back. And you know, you do get a good sense of being up in the air in the first person viewpoint. But as I said before, you know, it's just missing that sort of raw excitement. You know, you need that shaky camera that you know, Drive Club does so well. And just managing to go through there okay. A little bit wide there. Still under pressure though. Oh no, we've seen the split sign on the bottom left there. 2.8 seconds. Looking good then. Just got to keep it together. And as we come round the last sections here, this tabletop, we've got this sort of left hairpin. And that'll be the end of the race around here. So that was that. We'll have more on MXGP2 coming up very shortly.